She pooped in the cage, she peed in the cage. Because she was so strong and showing so much aggression, the Jangpura shelter could not afford to take her out because there are dogs open all the time. And they used a catcher, she broke 2 catchers. See, that's strong she is. So then I said, this is cruelty. You can't keep a dog in a cage for 4 months. So I went and I just opened the cage a little bit, put my hand in, put the leash on. She was fine. So I told them next day, just put her in the car and send her. Now, when she was here initially, I used to spend a lot of time. Then that incident happened when they were putting her inside from this room. And this Dogo Argentino was barking at her and lunging at her from the cage. And Ram pulled her back. She turned around and grabbed his hand so badly. But Ram still said कि मैडम गुस्से में काटा है उसने. मतलब जैसे वो उसको गुस्सा आ रहा था कुत्ते पर, नहीं पकड़ पाई तो मुझे पकड़ लिया. So even then we didn't get so careful about it. We didn't realize. So I said, okay, from now be careful when you put her inside. Uske less than 1 week later, she was coming back from a walk in that parking outside the center. There's a gang of 7-8 desis. They keep playing, they bark at our dogs and all. And that day this desi was, they were playing apparently. And she wanted to go to them and she couldn't reach them. And obviously she was dragging the boy, so he pulled her back. She turned around and bit him on the stomach and the thighs. So now the thing is, I don't know what to do with her. I mean, we can muzzle her and take her out. I mean, that is the only solution. But even then, I just don't know whether it's a good idea or not. If she manages to remove the muzzle, she's going to... And now the boys are a little scared. So, agar patta vatta haath se chhoot gaya, it can be a...
See, one of my worst bites that had happened
I love you too.
was a French bulldog who was inbred. Okay, and what I understand is that whatever she's had incidents-wise is more of a blackout, kind of like she's deep in sleep.
I think so.
Got disturbed. Secondly, when her aggression or whatever is being triggered, she's stressed.
She zones out.
Maybe she has a blackout, and when she's being stopped, whoever is near her, she just goes at them.
My question first here is, why does that happen in a dog? Is it because of, is it genetic? The zoning out, blacking out and all?
Inbreeding is inbreeding. Like inbreeding basically means that, close relatives or bad environment or mother was inbred or something like that. So in inbreeding is very likely that it happens, because what happens is in am bullies and all also, they want to have that same look. So they're breeding very close lines to each other to maintain that same look. Like, this looking dog, he must be selling a lot of puppies. So then his own first cousin or daughter or something gets mated back into him repeatedly. So if it's a byproduct of like very close line breeding or inbreeding, so then she has a blackout related thing. What I would say is that explore like intense alternative remedies like CBD and all for her as well. For now, what we do with dogs that can turn on the handler is we send the dog with 2 handlers. So one is relaxed. The plan B handler is relaxed. He has a 10-foot leash. You have a 5-foot leash.
Okay.
So when she's pulling, first of all, you don't stop. But if you do stop, the moment she turns, that guy pulls the other direction. Another option is flirt pole. Like if you can put a rope on a stick like that, and she just keeps chasing it. What you can also do is that, somebody from across the fence can play with her and not have to be inside the park with her, for example. So that can also be done. Treadmill and swimming pool.
So you are saying a walk is not mandatory?
Where you are right now is not.
Yeah, it doesn't really help her.
A walk in heavy traffic is mandatory. If you can send her to like Sunday market or something like that.
No, what I can do is like in the evenings, I can send her to the highway.
She can, So in a car, so sound exposure is necessary. In a car with half windows open, even if she's driving on the highway and she comes back, that's fine.
We have so far observed the whole issue has happened when there are dogs around.
And they bark at her.
Yes,
or she will try to kill us basically.
Yeah, but kill whoever is next to her because first try is always those dogs. But obviously she can't reach them. And so far it has been on a leash. So now they're even scared to keep her open.
Who have blackout aggression is a medical problem.
Yes.
Okay, so it's like bipolarity or something, that something fell on my head and now I'm enraged. So it's not a mental health issue. It's a neurological issue. You understand?
Is there? I mean, otherwise,
CBD
like, is there any?
Will keep her chill.
And does she need the one with THC or without the THC?
She needs like
the THC
strong one. Yeah. Did she have marks on her neck?
No, only those face scars.
I can see some dryness on her neck. See, another option, if this is not neurological, the other way of looking at it is to 2 saal tak leash पे ही बांधे रखा dog को.
हो सकता है.
Right at the farm's gate.
Yeah.
So
quite
every time
possible.
a dog passes by, she's barking.
That's cumulative frustration bottling up inside
somebody
her.
stops her and she turns on the guard. And उस दिन फिर guard ने रोका, guard को ही उसने काट लिया और उस दिन उसको सड़क पे फेंक के आ गए.
Quite possible.
You understand?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that pieces up together for 2 years. If she's been tied up on the neck, then she's reactive because of that. For example, neck reactivity, how you will reverse it is figure out a way that you attach the leash onto something, tie her, she's tight and feed her. So there's always tension on the back tie and she's eating.
Why? How does that help?
Because we are reversing the negative experiences. Whenever there's pressure on the neck, she hates it. She's like, मुझे रोक रहे हैं, मैं मारने जा रही हूँ. Now, whenever there's pressure on the neck, there's payment, there's joy, there's reward, there's food.
So basically,
happiness.
a positive experience.
Positive experience. आपको अगर 2 साल तक वो बंधी रही है, तो 700 sessions of bad experience हो गए हैं उसको. 4 severe bites हो गए. तो let's say 700 means like 3 meals a day. So in like a year itself, she would be tied up. She'll be pulling on the leash and she'll be happy instead.